Welcome, dear learners. I would like us to look at this question. Examine processes and features associated with A. Convergent plate margins, 12 marks. B. The upper course of a river, 13 marks. Now, in this question, I would like you to note that you are examining processes and features or landforms. Now, let's take the first part, convergent plate margins. First thing you need to know is that a plate is simply a rigid block of the earth crust, and that these plates are never static, but they are always in motion. Now, plate boundaries are the boundary zone where these plates meet. Now, there are different types of plate boundaries. You can talk about divergent plate boundaries or constructive plate margins, and convergent plate margins or destructive plate margins. Now, our interest is on convergent plate margins. Looking at convergent plate margins, there are two types. There are subduction zones and there are collision zones. Now, our interest here, we are looking at landforms and processes. Let's try to identify the processes that are common at subduction zone. Now, the first process that we are going to be seeing is faulting. We are also going to be seeing the subduction process, as well as we are going to be seeing a volcanic eruption, and we are going to be seeing earthquakes occurring at this zone. Now, let's look at the processes and also the landforms. Of course, there are two landforms that we are going to see. We talk about the deep sea trench and island act. Now, at convergent plate margins, I've said there are two types, subduction zones and collision zones. Subduction zones are areas where the two plates that are moving towards each other are both oceanic, or one is oceanic and one is continental. And of course, collision zones are areas where the two plates that are moving towards each other are both continental. Now let's start with subduction zones. With subduction zones, when the two plates that are moving towards each other, one is oceanic and the other is continental. When they meet, the denser plate is forced to sink beneath the lighter plate, and the denser plate here is the oceanic plate. When it sinks beneath